Hello everyone, my name is Heidi and welcome back to my channel here on Baby Name Sunday. Now this week's video will be a kind of second part to last week's video. I will have that one linked down in the description box below. But this week we are going to be taking a look at some trendy yet unique boy names that are flying under the radar for 2023. So these are going to be some uncommon baby names for boys that are just like on the verge of being trendy. They totally feel like they would be on top charts of popularity, but they are not. So these are great options, modern name options from all different themes that are perfect for babies born today and in the future. So without further talking, let's get on into this massive list. I have about 50 names and a lot of them were shared by people over on Instagram. So thank you guys so much for submitting some name options, but I also included some of my personal name options myself. First on today's list, we have the cool name McCabe, spelled M-C-C-A-B-E, McCabe. I've always thought that Mick names in general have been just so cool, and this one I find quite unique. It's a Gaelic rooted name meaning son of the night. I have the sweet name Otis, spelled O-T-I-S, Otis. This is definitely on the rise, but still remaining quite unique, especially on the playground right now. You don't see too many, and this one's a German rooted name meaning wealthy one. Similar to Otis, another one here is Miller, spelled M-I-L-L-E-R, Miller. This is another one of those ones that are slowly rising, but this one's quite gender neutral, and this one's an occupational name meaning grinder of grain. Jefferson, spelled J-E-F-F-E-R-S-O-N. Jefferson, another S-O-N ending name here, definitely very uncommon, and it's an English rooted name meaning pledge of peace. I also have the cool name Walken, spelled W-A-L-K-E-N, Walken. I've mentioned this one a few times in the past because I really love the meaning. It's an Australian Aboriginal name meaning rainbow. Next up is Vance, spelled V-A-N-C-E, Vance. This one's very cool, very masculine, and it's an English and Irish rooted name meaning someone who lives near the marshlands. Culver, spelled C-U-L-V-E-R, Culver. Another really masculine sounding name with that ER ending, and it's English rooted with actual animal inspiration meaning dove. A lion, spelled E-L-L-I-A-N, a lion. This one is so handsome. It's a Dutch form of Elijah, meaning Yahweh is God. Then I have the sweet name Flynn, spelled F-L-Y-N-N, Flynn. This one now has moved over to more of a gender neutral name actually. A few girls have been named Flynn, which I find super cool. And it's an Irish rooted name meaning son of the red-haired one. Another name here that's very similar to Flynn in terms of theme is Sylvan, spelled S-Y-L-V-A-N, Sylvan. And this one is very similar to like Sullivan, but I find Sullivan being used a lot more frequently, and I really just love Sylvan. I think it's so cute, and it's Latin rooted meaning wood or forest. O name here is Oziah, spelled O-Z-I-A-H, Oziah. This is cool. You can do nicknames like Ozzy or even Zaya as well for this one. And it's a Greek rooted name meaning salvation. Jersey, spelled J-E-R-S-E-Y, Jersey. I think this is also another one that's been used for girls as well, so quite gender neutral, but still ultimately rare. And Jersey is a cool word and place name. Another one that I've been seeing recently a little bit more is Yates, spelled Y-A-T-E-S, Yates. Now I haven't seen boys being born and named this name, but I've seen a lot of parents kind of being intrigued by this name. And it's an English rooted name meaning gate. Dash, spelled D-A-S-H, Dash. This is so cool if you want just one of those one syllable sweet short names. It's really cool sounding as well. It's a word name meaning speedy and quick. Styles, spelled S-T-I-L-E-S, Styles. This is just like Yates. Styles and Yates, I've been seeing a lot of parents really just intrigued by these names. So Styles is an English surname meaning steep hill. Kells, spelled K-E-L-L-S, Kells. This is so incredibly handsome. I absolutely love it. It's an Irish and English rooted name, actually with quite a powerful meaning. Fair hilltop, head fort, or helmet. A few more names here that are very, very powerful. So we have Alaric, spelled A-L-A-R-I-C, Alaric. This one is German rooted, meaning all powerful ruler. Guys, this is so handsome. Alaric just has this power behind the sound. And then I have Cassian, spelled C-A-S-S-I-A-N, Cassian. This is another really handsome one. It's Latin rooted, meaning hollow. Caro, spelled C-A-R-R-O, Caro. This one's really cool. It's a Spanish rooted name, meaning Carter. Then I have Amon, spelled E-A-M-O-N, Amon. This is so just like romantic, handsome. It kind of ticks all the boxes. It's also an Irish rooted name, meaning wealthy protector. Blaze, spelled B-L-A-I-S-E, Blaze. I really like this spelling. You can also just do the traditional way of B-L-A-Z-E, but Blaze means fiery one. We also have Orion, spelled O-R-I-O-N, Orion. This is just dreamy and celestial. It's a Greek mythological name, meaning boundary limit, but it's also the brightest constellation in the night sky. I added the name Lockley, spelled L-O-C-K-L-E-Y, Lockley. I thought this was a little interesting, like similar to like Lachlan, but with the L-E-Y ending, that's really kind of trendy for a theme. This one's very unique, and it also has that strong nickname of lock, and it's Old English, meaning enclosure of the woodland clearing. Now, if you guys are loving the list so far, please do consider subscribing down below if you want more name content. I am always posting every single Sunday, and then make sure you guys go over to Instagram as well. I am posting all the time on there. If you want to know what kind of videos I will be posting in the future Sundays, you can check that out over on my stories. I also ask for name submissions, so if you want to be a part of submitting names for any of my videos, you can do that over there. So that one is at Baby Name Sunday. All right, we have another Mac beginning because I've been really liking them. So this is the name Macallan, spelled M-A-C-A-L-L-A-N, Macallan. Now this one is a Scottish rooted name, meaning little rock. Then for a place name here is Athens, spelled A-T-H-E-N-S. Guys, Athens. This is so dreamy, very like Greek-esque. And it's a place name meaning wisdom and courage. Another A name here is Amaro, spelled A-M-A-R-O, Amaro. This one's another handsome name here, and it's Portuguese and Spanish rooted, meaning noble flame. Lakin, spelled L-A-K-Y-N, Lakin. This is another gender neutral name that I find more so used for the girls, but I think it is so uncommon and unique for boys, and it's an English rooted name meaning from the lakes. Chesney, spelled C-H-E-S-N-E-Y, Chesney. This is also a really cool kind of last name with that E-Y ending. It's French rooted, meaning oak grove. Then we have Tenzin, spelled T-E-N-Z-I-N, Tenzin. This is really handsome. It's a Tibetan name meaning holder of the teaching. Ozaro, spelled O-Z-A-R-O, Ozaro. This is another one of those Aussie nicknames, or even Zaro, Arrow. There's so many nicknames from this one. I love the O's and the Z. It's just so handsome to me. And it's a Japanese and Nigerian rooted name meaning big sky or wizard. Avicus, spelled A-V-I-C-U-S, Avicus. This one is an unknown origin name. I actually couldn't find a direct origin for this one, so I didn't want to just like put one in. And it means bird-like. I also have Raylan, spelled R-A-Y-L-A-N, Raylan. Another gender-neutral name, very unisex. It's an American rooted name meaning advice, counsel, and wise one. Tulsen, spelled T-U-L-S-E-N, Tulsen, with the nickname of Tully. Guys, Tully is just so cute right now. I don't know what it is. Has a very vintage sound to it, but it's so modern. I don't know how you can be both, but you can with this one, with Tulsen, nicknamed Tully, and it's a Norse and English mix rooted name meaning sacred one. So we have the cool name Westcott, spelled W-E-S-C-O-T-T, Westcott, with those nicknames of Scott, Scotty, or even Wes. very, very trendy right now, but this particular one is very unique, and it's English rooted, meaning Western cottage. I also have been absolutely, guys, absolutely loving the name Iggy. So I-G-G-Y, Iggy. I think this is so like peppy, and it just reminds me of one of those cool vintage names that you always kind of come about that you're like, oh my gosh, this is so fun. And it's a British rooted name, meaning fiery one. I have the tree name Alder, spelled A-L-D-E-R, Alder. I think it's a very rare tree name to use. Has some vintage roots as well. And this one is a symbol of being old and wise. I've been also loving the name Rhett, spelled R-H-E-T-T, Rhett. I'm very surprised that this one is not as high up on the charts as I thought it would be. Like, I thought this one would be a very trendy name. It's very like Western cowboy-esque, and it's Latin rooted, meaning to speak or advisor. Then for another one here that I thought was so great for a boy is Florence, spelled F-L-O-R-E-N-C-E, Florence, guys. I think that this is very handsome for a boy, definitely more so used on the girl side, but it has that vintage romance to it. It's Latin rooted, meaning blossoming, flourishing, and prosperous. So for my next one here, it's a little bit longer and it's a surname. I think it's new to a lot of people, but it's so familiar in sound. So this is the name Kavanaugh, spelled C-A-V-A-N-A-U-G-H, Kavanaugh. Now I'm thinking you can do the nicknames of like Kevin for this, and I think that is, Kevin is such a handsome name on its own. If you want something a little bit longer, Kavanaugh, and it's Irish rooted. Guys, the meaning, it means born handsome. I also have Tober, spelled T-O-B-E-R, Tober. What a great fall autumn baby. I think this is so cool. I definitely would do that. Like in the fall when it's Halloween season, little boy named Tober is so cool. And it's a German habitational name. Leno, spelled L-E-N-N-O, Leno. Not Lennon, not just Lenny, Leno. I think this is a great form if you want Len or Lenny for a nickname, and it's a Native American name meaning man. I also have Elvin, spelled E-L-V-I-N, Elvin. This one's very vintage as well, but definitely needs to make a comeback. It's Old German meaning elf, magical being, or noble friend. Kelby, spelled K-E-L-B-Y, Kelby for a boy is so cute. I don't know what it is. I love this so much, Kelby. And it's Norse rooted, meaning willow farm or child's home. Another K name here that I added, guys, is Keeler, spelled K-E-E-L-E-R, Keeler. What do you guys think about that one with the nickname of Key or Keys? I love this with those L-E-R endings, and Keeler is an English rooted name meaning crewman of a ship. I also have Ezrin, spelled E-Z-R-E-N, Ezrin, Ezzy, Ez, Ezra, or even Ren. So many nicknames, and Ezrin is a variant of the Hebrew name Ezra, meaning help. I have Tyden, so T-Y-D-E-N, Tyden. So maybe if you don't like Tide just as a name itself, Tyden is cool. You could do Ty or even Tide for those nicknames. And this one's a Scandinavian variant meaning Thunder Valley or Viking warrior. Last 5 names here on the list, you guys. We have Dune, spelled D-U-N-E, Dune. This one's an English word name meaning sand hill. Then I have Bronson, spelled B-R-O-N-S-E-N, or you can do O-N as well. Bronson. This is so handsome. It's English rooted, meaning son of the brown haired one. Third to last name is Sumner, spelled S-U-M-N-E-R, Sumner. This is another one. Just so many of the names on this list I love. Like, they're totally names I've been just thinking about recently, and I really love Sumner so much. I think it's so cool. It has that Western cowboy feel, and it's also an occupational name. I also added the name Hawkler, spelled H-A-W-K-L-E-R, guys. Hawkler. This is one of my newfound, I made it up names. I mean, obviously there's probably a Hockler out there, and if it is, comment on the video, but I think this is so cool. For that nickname of Hawk, you still have that ER ending, which is so trendy, guys, Hockler. And this one's English rooted, meaning Hawk Meadow. All right, last but certainly not least here, guys, we have another handsome one. And this one is just so vintage, modern, has a really like uncommon beginning letter of Q, and I think it's just really handsome. It's the name Quill, spelled Q-U-I-L-L, Quill. I think even this could be used as a modern honorary name for like a Will or William in the family. I think that would be so cool. Quill. It just has the sound to it with the Q. And it also reminds me of Quinn, which I love. So this is another great option here. It's Irish rooted, meaning crossing swords, strong one, or rider. So that is it with today's list, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So many great options, and I find it really hard, as I always say with boy names lists, it's really hard to kind of be a little bit more daring with them. I don't know, even myself, I find myself not as daring for boys names as for girls. But let me know what you guys think about these names down in the box below. Make sure you guys let me know maybe some other names you would add to the list of names that are flying under the radar. And if you guys are interested, I am still doing one-on-one name consultations, and I am getting quite busy for the month of July. We're just going on vacation and everything like that. So I will be doing an extra 20 names for each of my name packages for no extra charge for the remainder of June. So if you guys book before the end of June, you can definitely snatch that extra 20 names up. I will also be adding on a few middle name options as well once we kind of solidify your top first name choices. And if you have any questions about that, about the process or pricing, you can email me with the email right here. You can go over to my Instagram, ask me over on there. But some really great consultations I've been doing over the past month. Just amazing ones. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys next Sunday with another baby name list. All right, take care. Bye.